Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Sierra, and we are about to watch the Knick, Season 1, Episode 4, entitled, Where's the Dignity? If you enjoy this reaction, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already subscribed, do it. Dartboard.
Not your day there, Cleary.
Here's the deal. I get a bullseye, and Quinn buys a round.
The day you get the bullseye, Cleary, is the day I suck off a horse.
Jeez.
All right? Fuck the point. You're on.
Wow, I don't want to see that. Oh, no. Yeah, I'd run, too. So he either has somebody spying on the nun or hustling dead bodies. This show also has a very unique soundtrack. I love it. Oh, cockfight? Whoa. Oh, it's time for the procedure.
Mrs. Zygmunt, I'm Mr. Barrow, director of the Knickerbocker
I get what he
Hospital.
was doing with the
My
pig,
deepest
the pig
misses.
bones right now. He's passing off the pig
He was
legs
cremated.
as cremation.
He purchased the cemetery plot only a few months ago.
It was his final wishes. Out of respect
Wow.
for your grief, I've cut the cremation fee in half. So we'll only be needing $5 before we release him to you.
Hustling. Hustling grief, man. That's why he was burning the pig legs.
You can waste your time scrubbing in if it suits you. But I told you.
His racism fascinates me because he just doesn't seem like that kind of guy, you know? Is that iodine?
Once you make your incision, blood will begin escaping the aorta. Death by exsanguination is a risk. But once inserted correctly, the clotting properties of the galvanic wire will likely halt the danger.
I hope y'all are
It's your
impressed by
mom.
him, man. I'm over this, man. I'm gonna
What's
need
next?
them to work together. I'm over this.
Edwards, what's next?
Edwards. A man is bleeding out. Suction and birdie. Do you really have the courage to see this through? And only taking the scalpel will do it.
The pedal is more faint.
Carotid is eccentric now.
I know this is a man's life,
don't have
but
time for your
Algernon
nigger
deserves
games.
respect.
Very well. Take the knife. Now we have a show.
You won't be needing this. We tried copper in Paris and it failed. An alloy with silver is preferable for proper conductivity and corrosion.
You were gonna let us use the wrong wire?
I never would have let you get that far without me.
You roughen it to increase the conductivity.
Seems to double the effectiveness.
If he dies because of your horse shit, I am gonna stab you in the throat with my father's Union Army sword.
Union. Would have thought Confederate.
Right.
Electrical terminals.
Allow me.
The pedal pulse is back. Carotid is regular.
So I suppose we won't be needing your expertise any longer.
I suppose not.
Gallinger! Idiot. Surgeon needs his hands.
Knock him out.
Next time, kick the man instead.
Man, I'm waiting for Algernon to get his respect, man. It's pissing me off.
Inspector,
If you don't mind, I'll not shake your hand, owing to the disease and not knowing your hygiene habits.
You owe Mrs. Hemming an apology.
Miss Robertson, every human being has bowels, and every one of them evacuates those bowels. It's how God made all of us, no matter who. What he didn't guarantee is that everyone would wash their hands after doing so. It's how the fever found its way into this house, just like any other, no offense meant.
Inspector keeps it 100, don't he?
You seem to be enjoying the coffee.
It's mighty good.
No fear of disease there.
The boiling keeps it safe. Would you say your husband was an upstanding gentleman?
Let's go out and have some more drinks.
John, maybe we should just, say goodnight.
Nonsense!
Don't.
What is it? What's the matter?
You always want more.
So was it that she could not keep up with his lifestyle? Or maybe he was just starting to do coke? Show
I just
me.
came by to check on you.
Show me.
Is it because you saw me raising my hand?
Oh, it looks good.
So they already sewed it.
Flap is vibrant. I can see some healing already.
It's a nice little flashlight for 1900, isn't it?
Please.
I don't know why I thought they were going to start like this and it was going to be totally gross, but they actually just did
Good
it.
attitude will be
Just
very
like
helpful.
this. How do they keep her still when she's asleep?
I wanted to remember what it was like before. Everything.
Is that the nurse?
You just did it with
We were something, weren't we?
Mr. Cleary, I need a moment.
That's all it usually takes me.
I want to know what you've been on about these past days. The smirks, the comments, lurking around.
You know, you never paid me any heed before, sister.
It stops now, Cleary, or I won't hesitate to take it up with Mr. Barrow, and your employment will be terminated.
That's a funny word to use.
Terminated.
You'll stop your shenanigans, is that understood?
Why is she playing stupid, though? Keep it real.
I'll do as I please. It's you who will do all the understanding. See, I know about you. The mothers, the babies, the abortions. Maggie Dahl, Jana Krupp, the Kupferschmidt girl above the cobbler on Ludlow.
Wow. He's been following her a lot.
You are what you are. You defy God, and you kill his creations. And you stand there, looking down on dirty old Cleary. You see, a girl could hang for killing babies. From now on, you split your earnings. 60-40. Tilted my way.
Dang.
I can't, I won't.
Evening, son. Evening. You here to get Cornelia? No. I came to fetch you for a dinner the Robertsons are having tonight. I just had to see it with my own eyes. My boy, a doctor at the Knick.
Only one at a white hospital in the whole city.
Can't be others till there's one.
That's right.
Is that him?
Mm-hmm. That's him.
Is he really that good?
He really is. But
Dr. Thackeray?
I think I might be better.
Chinatown, Martin Canal.
Gonna go check up on him.
Did any rub off?
Any what?
Any of his color?
Ouchie! Oh, what is this on your face?
The boy saved a life today.
Well, since when is that news? Though he could get on the telephone and let us know what he's up to now and then instead of just coming by once in a while. Not to see his lonely mama.
Lonely?
Jesse, please. The horse is the one get all your attention.
Their feet need tending to.
And mine don't.
That's right. Nurse Elkins, stop it.
We're throwing this little welcome back for Philip, and I wanted you to meet him. You're the last of us to give him final approval. Cornelia's future father.
The captain speaks very highly of you.
You will never meet a Negro with as much ability and ingenuity as this one.
Ecuador, the jungles down there can be quite treacherous.
And they work for wages so small that even August here couldn't quarrel with it.
Free labor can certainly change the equation. History has shown us that.
It built the pyramids.
Among other things.
Now, Hobart was saying that he has seen an increase in demand for rubber in the medical field. Some interesting new companies. A lot of opportunities for a clever man with greater ambitions. It's something you should want to look into.
Should indeed.
You about to stand out there all night? Okay. I mean, in the first episode, she saw him shooting up. So I'm just curious, is this out of an attraction for each other, or is she just concerned for his well-being?
I set you up with a yen xiang.
They had to toss their shoes before getting back in their carriages because they were covered in the most disgusting sludge.
And in my neighborhood, we call that sludge the poor man's shoe polish. Evening, Mrs. Roberts. Cornelia?
Are you here to see your mother? She's in the back.
Actually, Captain Robertson sent me a personal invitation for the evening.
Oh, of course he did, and we are delighted that you accepted.
Man.
Philip just arrived back from San Francisco.
Man.
Sometime after the wedding, Cornelia and I will head out that way again.
Neely, you haven't mentioned a move west?
That's because this is
Did he
news
just
to
call
me.
Cornelia Neely?
Your father-
That's a nickname right there.
I know the territory
Like they grew
better
up
than
together.
Getting Cornelia out of New York, you will need all the help you can get.
In many ways more progressive than New York.
Wow, look at this eye contact. There's something going on there. No spoilers, please. Ooh.
You all right?
Well done, Mr. Edison.
Wow.
Let's do another.
Thomas Edison? Thomas Edison.
How is it with liquids? Blood, specifically. How much do you want for it?
I don't need a shoe shine, he needs a doctor.
My neck's all frozen.
How long have you been this way?
He's seizing. Get him down, Marty. Get him down.
Knock him out, yo. You got it coming. You got it coming. This dude's bothering me.
What do you think you're doing? Reading his chart. Surely there's no harm in that.
There's harm in everything you do.
You want to take another swing at me? I'm ready this time.
Algernon's gonna end up beating that dude to death.
Oh, dear. What have you done?
Oh no. So I'm hoping this is not like a botched abortion that's gonna come back on the nun.
You summoned Sister Harriet?
I'm here. What do we have?
How did you know?
Most people are right-handed, so whatever she put up there, the angle would likely mean she'd perforate the opposite side.
She did this to herself?
She didn't want to be with child.
She won't survive.
Not a chance.
I have a pulse. It's me, Bertie. I'm pumping her heart. We'll find a use for it.
Snatching all these bodies, man.
Where's the fucking dignity?
Episode title.
Wasn't any.
Very worthy as
I
well.
have seen, but the look in that girl's eyes, the terror.
Now you know why I do what I do for these girls.
Don't go justifying your baby murdering. I still don't like it, but I won't see another girl bleeding to death and winding up here. So how's about this? I find the girls needing services, and you do the job on them. Good and safe.
I actually don't have a lot to say about this episode, but the scenes with Algernon really get to me. I know that, is it Barrow? Dr. Barrow, the one that basically Algernon was promised that position, but this other gentleman, I believe it's Barrow, Thackeray put him in the position verbally, but I guess the position belongs to him. But Algernon told Cornelia that he would handle it himself. I love the fact that Algernon left them hanging like that in that procedure, and he knew just how far he could push it before Barrow would back off and he came in and saved the day. It's just hard. I'm the kind of person that I can't just let stuff go, you know? If somebody says something disrespectful to me, if somebody treats me away, I'm not saying like in a reckless way, but I retaliate. I'll say something back, or I'll get an attitude with them. I won't talk to them. I'll give them the silent treatment, whatever. I'm human. I got things to work on. It makes me think that I would not survive as an African American. But then again, nowadays we have a whole different state of mind, you know? In my mind, living in the times that we do, which I thank God for, I cannot imagine, like, when they were at the party and Cornelia's father referred to him as a Negro, like one of the greatest Negroes, and then the man that they were speaking to about Ecuador and how he has people working for basically pennies, and Algernon just having compassion, having a love for people, that bothered him too. Saying that he was paying these people next to pennies to do all this hard labor. And the rich people just want to be rich and they don't care how they get there. If it's breaking the backs of other people, as long as they're seeing the money. And also his parents, I'm sure they make a decent amount of money serving Cornelia's family and it seems like they're treated well. The father and Cornelia are alright, but the mother, you can just tell that she's just had money and been sitting up in her nice house going shopping, you know? It just comes with the territory. It's Black History Month, and seeing where my people have come from, just in little situations like this to get us to where we are today. Fought so hard, and it's just incredible, the sacrifices that have been made. You know, I didn't live back then. I didn't see what my people went through to get us where we are today. But even though this is like a television show, I'm sure they did their homework, you know? I'm sure that this information is somewhat accurate. Yes, it's Hollywood, so it's hyped up, but still, that first doctor, that first Black doctor in New York City, in a huge hospital, what did he go through? Did he ever get the respect that he deserved? Even though he was trained and he was taught, which also, in my opinion, is a huge deal, a great deal to come by as well, for an African American to be educated properly in the medical world. But what did that first African American nurse in a white hospital go through? What did that first African American doctor go through in a white hospital? Everybody, there was always one person, you know. It's just all incredible. I really, really enjoy this show. I think Algernon is a good dude, and I really, really hope that things turn around for him. I hope he gets the respect that he deserves, even though they treat him like crap every time they come in contact with him. He's doing incredibly dynamic, innovative things, you know? Like, they're haters. They're racist, they're ignorant, they're haters, but he's incredible. And I cannot wait until they acknowledge how wonderful of a doctor he is. And I'll see you guys on the next one.